Well, everybody, welcome back to the fourth annual Steinway Classic. It is a big showing here, folks. We got world champions from overseas, locals, you name it, they're here. We got another match coming up here. We're in Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York. And the next match up in hand right now is going to be Mika Immonen versus Shu Kai Lung. Before we get started, we want to thank a lot of people along this way that we didn't have a chance to do the last match. There you see it, wildeyescreations.com, making your chalk holders and t-shirts, you name it, they got Wild Creations. Go over to wildcreations.com and take a look at some of their items that they have. Real impressive, different. You talk about stuff that stands out. Wild Eyes Creations. Mikey Badstuben right there on the left, Mikey Fingers, in the booth at Super Billiards Expo, wildcreations.com. JoeTucker.net. JoeTucker.net giving out all the secrets about every rack. If it's 10 ball, 9 ball, 8 ball, how to read a rack, straight pull. You can look what to look for in a rack, plus drills that you can practice. Mention the Upstate Owl promo code when you get to JoeTucker.net. You're going to start for like as low as $8. I mean, years and years of frustration, how to read a rack. Joe Tucker's gave lessons to a lot of the top pros. That's JoeTucker.net. Also, make sure to check out NAPL. PlayNAPL.com. Mr. Tony Robles and his lovely wife Gail right there in the center of the photo. Got leagues all around the tri-state area and further now. They're really expanding. They're going to move into Texas and start leagues out there also. PlayNAPL.com. We want to thank Diana Hoppy for all your pool and billiards memorabilia. It's DianaHoppy.com. You name it, she's got it. Go over there and take a look. You can call her. You can send her an email. She's got memorabilia, cue balls, posters, pitches, autographs, you name it, she has it. Aramis. The best cue balls you can use on the table. Molinari Glove. Ira Lee and the whole company there have threaded items, extensions. The glove is the hottest item. They're all over the pool room. I see them on everybody's hands just about. It's amazing. MolinariGlove.com. Great built with material and webbing. It's like the Nike of gloves. MolinariGlove.com. Joel Shapiro, our man in the back door that nobody sees on camera. Does a lot for pool, Mr. Joel Shapiro. AZ Billiards, the world's largest pool and billiards website. You want to learn anything about what's going on in your area or beyond, it's azbilliards.com. You could become a member for free if you want to post anything in the forums about what tournaments you have coming up, azbilliards.com. Then you have to be a member, and it's free also. But if you become a gold member, there's a lot of kudos behind the scene you get. You can read articles from 1940s all about pool that are not accessible just to a regular member. Live stream news on Facebook. It's all about live streaming, and that's a group on Facebook called Live Stream News. Seek out live stream news and suggest to be a member. There's over 7,000 people that are already in that group. The TAP League, the best amateur league in North America, and of course the Kings of Billiards and the Kings of Vapor out in Akron, Ohio. And I do have their new logo somewhere. But Mr. Phil Capel is right there. He's got many books, and they're available in your local pool rooms. They're available also online if you can't make it or your pool room don't carry them, giving you the insight into games, how to play them. Mr. Phil Capel's been, if you don't know him, he's a great author, and he's doing write-ups as we speak. You can pick up his books at a great price at billiardspress.com. A lot of pros do have their books, his books, in their arsenal. And don't forget, we'll be heading up to Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island for the Ocean State 9-Ball Tournament. It's the 27th annual one. Combined with the Josh Northeast 9-ball tour, it's $5,000 added. You don't only win the cash, you win a banner, and the banner goes up on the wall with the likes and the names of Jim Rempe, Rick Marcos, Mike Zuglin, Mike DeShane, Tommy DeAlfonso, Dennis Hatch, George Ginky Sansushi, Tony Robles. The names just go on in these banners here, plus a trophy. And that's going to be a free live stream coming to you from us November 21st and November 22nd. Put that on your calendar. It's a free live stream. And we got to let you know, these are all the sponsors for Mr. Robles right there that you see on the left and the right side of your monitor. Without these people, believe me, this wouldn't be possible whatsoever. And you can take a look at them on both of your sides of your monitor right there. We want to thank every one of them. I think we're going to elect to get these guys underway. It looks like Shu is finished warming up, and it looks like Mika might have enough practice in right now. So we're going to kind of give them the signal, and anytime they're ready to roll, we're ready to roll. Also, before we actually do that, we want to make sure you check in with AccuStats. That's ACCU-stats, STATS.com. Check in with them. They're going to bring you the early bird special for the Make It Happen event. Jason Shaw was the nominated first player in there, the hottest player on the market right now, with many other players, and it's going to be a Make It Happen event. It's going to take place at Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey, Mr. Ed Ladowie's pool room. Go to AccuStats.com and check the dates out on that. I'm sorry, Jim and Pat, I just had my hands full. Let me see if I can get over there. I'll try to get over there to the site and check the dates, and I'll bring you guys up to date. But it's just as easy for you guys to go to AccuStats.com and support Pat. And another reminder is AZB TV. That's Upstate Al, myself. I'll be right back here at Steinway Billiards to bring you the NYC 8-Ball Championships next weekend. Free live stream. The last time I was here for this one, Jason Shaw won it. And what an exciting tournament that is. And for a free stream, you're going to get every penny worth. All right. That's NYC 8-Ball Championships next weekend right here at Steinway Billiards. And we want to give a big shout out. On Facebook or Twitter. I just don't have the time to do it right now. I got my hands full, but Jimmy's been doing a lot of posting and keeping you guys up to date. I just want to recognize him. Too slow for me. Thank you, Jimmy. Deserves every bit of the recognition. Also, the brackets, I understand, are being handled by Gotham City Technologies, and if you want to take a screenshot of that, that's the link where you can see the live scoring of the other matches that are not on camera. So if you're interested, go right there. But right now, these two players are interested in getting down. So we're going to get started here. We're going to have Gene Mann once again sit in, and we're also going to have Troy, a.k.a. NJ Pool Player, in the chat. Looks like Shu Kai Lun has won the lag. And is that Troy? Is that Gene?
I am here.
Is that Troy?
Check, check.
All right. There they are, guys.
I see they lagged.
They lag. Shu Kai Lun playing Mika Immonen. You can call him Shu.
Oh, this should be a great match. Shu and plays great, and Mika played real good. He plays great too, but Mika he was playing real good last night and starting to catch a groove and caught a little bit of a bad break.
Well, yeah, that's the thing about Mika. I've been watching him for years, and like any sport, you have a Finn. They call him the Iceman. And if you've watched Mika over the years, he is anything but unemotional. If you were in 2010 when he had that rematch with Mike Siegel in the World Championship in straight pool. And his emotions work against him sometimes as well.
Table 13.
And it seems to be that all the Asians, they pretty much have that under check. Because if you watch them play and sitting in the seat, they try to keep that emotion out of it totally.
Well, I don't know. That's you could say, but Asians are unemotional.
No,
you can't say that Finns are, but yeah.
Right. But I'm saying in the game,
right.
For our standard that we have, there's like 6 or 7 of them that are playing. They keep their focus and they sit in the seat when it's their turn.
Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Baltimore City Qs. I understand the audio went out on that ad. BaltimoreCityQs.com. All right, back to the match. Shoe at the table. Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I guess I was alluding to they've been taught and they've been training to. That's not a real good thing in this game. And
right.
It sometimes works to your disadvantage. Even though when you get pumped up and you feel good, that's great. But if you let the game get to you, you're done.
Yeah, and it's also a matter of training because I talked about. We were talking off air, I think it was about the Dutch players who have a subsidy system. Taiwan, I'm sure they do. I don't know what the situation is in Finland, but Mika's been over here for years. Germany, certainly, they have and Austria, they have instructors and coaches. And it's, whereas in the States,
we're left to our own devices.
You wander into a pool room and, if you may never wander out.
Hotel California.
What a great shot.
That was a nice kick. He left him a little peak.
Yep.
Well, I'd rather leave him a little peak like this than leave the 110 wired.
Oh, absolutely. Here, this is, if he creates separation, the 10 is going to be by the pocket, is the only problem with this. Even if it hits the 10, it's going to hang or get close to the pocket. Let's see what he does. Try and hide him behind one of those balls out there, maybe.
On table 14 is Jarrett Lowry and Ralph Souquet. On table 14.
That was a good way to play it. Play it off the point.
Right.
That was nice. I just learned a little something there.
Yeah.
Well,
one pocket.
He definitely was playing that ball in the hole. Now, that's what Mika's asking him. Were you playing the shot?
You got to tell me.
Or were you playing safe?
25.
Yeah.
Spanky Cobbler, 25. Spanky Cobbler, 25. Ruslan, 25.
You're looking at the 10 as a safe?
Because it is a call shot, call safety format, and you have to let your opponent know that you are playing safe. To me, from here, it looked like he was trying to cut that ball.
Yeah. I guess so. Well, either way, Mika wouldn't give this back to him, that's for sure. Oh, he left him.
Oh, no.
Good morning, George. Gio, in the chat. Go to sleep. Get some sleep, will you?
The boss is on.
The boss is in the chat. He's making sure we're on the job.
That's good, though. Keep us on our toes. Yeah, he didn't want to do that.
No.
He goes into the seat. It's like if you make a mistake, you go into the timeout chair.
Uh-huh.
We could have hit that a little more pace.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't think he wanted to be below this pocket.
But I think he's going to make this and get good on his 3, and his problems should be over. Watch the 9 if he's following, but I like drawing this.
He listened to you. Yeah, or else he's going to hit the 9.
So I'd like to have something like that, like the other countries do, an academy or some kind of schooling for our young or youth.
Well, again, we were talking about the pool is a business and pool of popularity, and one of the things that you need is you need to have a lot of people playing the game as they are, but playing from young.
Right.
And I played soccer in the early 1960s, and even semi-pro, and there was nobody watching. Because nobody grew up with the game.
Can't even get your family out.
No, nobody's family came out to games. Like, wait, us, okay.
He has. I think
Yeah, he has it.
Yeah.
It always looks tighter on the monitor.
You can't peek around the monitor either.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, so
soccer's relatively large in the United States.
It's because there's so many players, and so if there were like a kids academy, like you have all these martial arts things and so forth for billiards.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. But that requires an investment,
Right.
And it's a long time for that to grow.
Hopefully, it needs to start somewhere. So if just us talking about it,
Okay, all you
and it grows wheels.
Yeah, all you billionaires out there looking for a really cool investment. Hedge fund managers of the world.
Yeah, start your own big school.
Yeah, get on board with AZB. There we go. Shoe draws first blood here.
Yeah, Mika misplayed the safe, and I think a contributing factor was that he was irked that Shoe had not called his play.
Right.
And
even though he wouldn't have, either way, he wouldn't have let him shoot that.
Yeah.
But it did get him a little bit.
Yep.
It's getting back to like letting things go and just focusing on the table and playing what's at hand.
The hand, the glove, the Molinari glove. The hand, is that what you're talking about?
Well, you need a straight man, don't you?
Yeah.
Absolutely. These two guys in the booth, well, I tell you, they are leaders in the production company. Gene Mann on board and Troy.
I thought you were talking about yourself, Al.
No, I'm always in the background.
He's breaking
on camera.
right from dead straight, which is tough to do because a little bit off kilter and that cue ball goes.
There goes the 9.
Towards
Close.
the side.
Watch the 3. Here comes
Not
the 2. Okay, the break was off.
Guts.
Oh,
Okay.
he showed a little bit of a disappointment there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, there's those emotional Asians like you were talking about, Troy. They always have their hearts on their sleeves.
It's not what I meant. Truly, I got to show you. I got a picture. I'm the only guy in the picture. It's all Asians. Me and the whole team.
Yeah, great picture.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Mika's got to back cut this one if he elects to do so. The thing is, the cue ball is going to be a little bit wired. So he wants to try to hold it for the 2 or get position down table for the 2 ball. But there's not many pockets that 2 goes in. In fact, it's just the 2 lower corners.
Right.
He's going to come.
He might play safe. No, he
did the
shot
back
the
cut,
shot.
and now he's
He would just want to get close. He
Yeah.
knew he was going to bump some balls
right.
and hope for the best there a little bit. And he's got a shot.
Yeah, he opened up that 9. He moved it, and now the 2 does have a shot.
This is a tough shot. It's
It
got a
is
big
tough.
pocket though.
Yeah, but he's got to jam up on the cue ball to hold it down table for the 3
A little bit. He can pop this a little bit, not too hard.
or bump the 10. Nice shot.
Right.
He elected to follow it instead of punching it and control his speed. It still allowed him to get the angle on that 3 that he needed to come back up. Now what do you do here? He's thinking, do I want to play the combination? But if I get on the good side of the 6, I can just play it in its own pocket, stop it right there.
I think he can hold the cue ball, yeah.
Right.
Oh, look, this is nice. Now the 6 does have a pocket, and he's in position if he wants to play the 5 in the side and slide the cue ball over.
Yeah, past the 9.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He can do it.
That's what he's doing. And any spot's good. If you get straight, you're okay. Even if you get an angle towards those balls, it's not the worst thing. Straight's the best.
So it looked like a rack you needed a mechanic to get in and out of. Mika's making it look like a
Yeah.
hot knife and butter.
Yeah, making that 2 up the corner was the key.
Right, that was
the key shot there. Allowed him to get right in line for everything else.
All right, so we've recovered from that poor
Misstep.
safe, and we're back to an
He's
even
back
playing
to
field.
even, yeah.
Race,
And
race to 8, folks.
this is a race to 9, and it is 1-1 with
Well,
Mika's
now it says
break.
a race to 8 after this
Well,
because
I don't know if I was
Mika,
listening to
Mika's
made it
made up for
tied
that
it up.
mistake.
And now he has a table with a bunch of balls under his wing and being settled into the game a little bit. He's got his opponent in the seat where he belongs, and they say this is your arena. Now this is your table. So you just take control of it and relax at the table. See if you can make a ball. Let's just not make a mistake of scratching. He did scratch a couple times. We were watching last night. His break wasn't working too good compared to, because he breaks really well. And he slowed it down this time.
Here goes your 1 ball.
There goes your 1. 2 around the table, and he got a little bit. He's got a peek at the 3. He's got a shot, but he would have liked that 1 ball to hang up.
Yep.
But he does have a shot. Oh, the jump shot. You hopefully will get to see Shu's jumping abilities. He jumps very well. Probably one of the better jump players that I've seen. Within a couple inches, and accuracy is really good. The ball just bolts off his Q-tip. Well, I think, as I was speaking of that, I figured that this is where he was going, because I seen it coming, unless he nodded him up.
So Mika is working in league with Troy. He's setting up the jump shot, and as predicted.
And he doesn't hit it. He has a good speed on it, because the ball just flies up in the air, and he doesn't go pounding around too much. Because you see a lot of players, they leave the table. He just. That was a tough shot, because he had to cut it. Being the old straight pull player I am, I'd rather see players swing at them, kicking rails and 3 cushions, because I played straight pull and I said 3 cushion. So a lot of times when I look at a shot, I go 2 rails, go 3 rails.
Right.
And I was like, no, the guy's just going to jump it. I'm like, all right, I didn't see that, because that's not my my forte, I guess. You see certain shots and they stick out at you. He made quick work of that, the rest of that rack after the jump shot. Good save, though. He put himself in that position, right? Because he made a good break. He didn't get anything on the 3.
I'm sorry to jump in
And he
there.
played
laughing.
a nice save, and it allowed him to win the rack. Good defense.
So that the setup shot off the 9. Mika's not as
Very
good.
nice.
Mika's not as good as I am. I would have got that side pocket every time. I would have drilled the cue ball in the side pocket. Okay, we're rolling on the river.
I just want to let everybody know, if you're in the listening area and you're in the market for a Southwest, Greg Antonakis is in the house. And I don't know if he has any Southwest with him right now, but he is the man to see right now in the area.
Absolutely. He's got 2 of them, at least.
Yeah.
Satin, and he's got a, what was it? The ebony nose.
Oh, you saw them?
Yeah,
You got him with him now?
Why? Come to see me. You kidding?
Oh, did he?
But yeah, he is the man to see. If he'll give you a fair shake and a nice cue.
Watch the 2 and the 3. He's going to hit him a little harder because they didn't reach.
No,
quite
before he
There you
had
go.
real nice
Here's
speed.
the 1 ball.
8 and a 9
Hang
went
on.
right in the hole.
Don't hang it. Don't. No, he's like, oh, please hang on. Oh,
8, 9, and 2. Got it.
Now this is a tough.
Yeah.
You have to think about this a little bit. Now, does he go rail first and
Got to be careful
nip
going
the
around
3
the
a little,
4.
the 4, and try and come out with a little spin, or
Yeah,
does he?
That
get
4 really
sneaky?
does complicate things, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. He's thinking about
Oh, you
this.
know what? He can actually hit the ball first and skid behind the
Oh.
4 ball.
How about low left on the 1 ball and draw it back?
No, he can skid right behind it. Just draw it.
There you go.
Why even touch it?
Yeah.
Why even touch the rail? If you have a real good stroke,
Right.
just snap it back. And the cloths are no, so the cue's going to take real nice.
He's going to have to get his extension out, I believe. You know, anytime that cue ball is past the side pocket, if you're not really a tall person, it's very hard to reach.
Yeah.
So.
Or if he left him, he didn't overcook it with the juice, and he left himself like where the spot is,
Yeah.
he would have had a nice angle. But with the extension, makes it pretty nice.
Yeah.
Now, did he get a little straight on this?
Well, the TV angle is, I think he's not as straight as we think he is.
Right.
Yeah, he's got angle.
Okay. He's going to move us over. There we go.
Yeah, I've got a secret weapon in my playing cue. I've got a built-in extension.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
it's very, yeah.
pulls out.
Just pull it out. It's cool to do. It's like a switchblade.
Oh, you need the bridge? No, I got this. I like the extensions. That works nice.
Well, it's something you got to have, along with the jump cue and everything else.
Yeah,
I mean,
all the equipment.
nowadays, if you're missing a piece of equipment like that, could cost you your match.
I believe there was a bridge match just the other day. Scott Simonetti and
And Mike DeShane.
Mike DeShane played a set.
Yeah, that was at Castle.
Yeah, it was like a what do they call them? What kind of matches? Challenge match?
Yeah. Scotty was calling him Captain America or Mr. America. So I love Scotty.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
And John Treviano and Minnie, congratulations. if
Yeah,
you
they
guys
had a
are tuned
baby,
in.
right?
Yeah.
Baby boy.
Yeah, another baby. Another
Right.
baby for the boat.
Mika's feeling good here, even though it's early in the set.
Yeah, you got a little pepper in his step.
Yeah,
Huh?
and he ran out of rack, and then he made a good break, but he played a real good safe, which allowed him another rack, and now this rack.
Yeah.
So he's really feeling good now.
Yeah. I noticed after the match when the Blado, Stevie Moore, was shooting shots, after he got eliminated, this the upper left-hand corner looking from the bottom of the table is playing really generous. And Al, remember we saw that at the World this summer.
Yep.
The upper pockets were like loving angels.
Really?
Yeah.
So you basically play some of your shots to the table.
Yeah. It was amazing how
nice the table
nice
was.
those pockets were.
This just into the booth right now. They just finalized the Moscone Cup team members. It's Shane Van Boning, Corey Duell, Mike DeShane, Justin Bergman, and Sky Woodward.
Very nice.
Congratulations, guys, and good luck. And that just came in from Jared the Jazzman.
Good luck.
Thank you, Jared.
Good luck, boys. I'm sure you'll make us proud. USA. That's got to be a great event. That's another
Bucket list.
bucket list
Yeah.
tournament to make. I want to try and get on a team next year. How's that sound? Good luck. And here we go. Mika back at the break. And he's locked into it, too, because he knows he has control of the table, and he's been breaking real nice at like 70%. He took a little bit off of it. And
There goes the one
8.
ball, and the one making its journey up there.
Yep.
And the 3 ball right
And
into the corner.
The 3 went around the horn and made its way to the pocket. and the two dressed up very nicely, ready to go
What I
out.
wanted to show everybody is the gentleman in the red shirt sitting to your right. That's Brian Desker out of Virginia. Now his father is some
Right.
kind of straight pool champion, isn't he?
Ed Deska, yeah.
Yeah, that's Brian.
And
He-
Ed Deska is also a very, very good referee, straight pool referee.
Brian went 7-7 with Copigny last night. It was one of the last matches that were in the back of the pool room here, and Brian had a chance on the 7-ball to go on the hill, and wound up missing it. And Copigny got out and won that set. But Brian Deska went for $40, a chance to win $8,000. It's amazing. A lot of people didn't know who he was.
You knew who he was, didn't you?
I knew
Al?
who he was, sure I do.
Al's got 20 of his action, by the way.
No, George Rodriguez does. George Rodriguez does have him in the Calcutta.
Mika's looking pretty comfortable right now.
Mm-hmm.
If he even gets straight, that's okay.
Mika's shooting out of Amsterdam Billiards.
He'd like to get it back a little bit to make this a little easier, wouldn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
But no problem.
No, we're okay now. Just a little rail for drama, just a little bit of it.
Those were his hardest two shots for the rack.
Right.
The Iceman moving ahead, not defrosting at all. As the Mr. Shu. Now his nickname is not the Taiwanese Typhoon, is it? Is it
I
his
believe
name?
they said something, they alluded to that yesterday.
Earl Gomez, Josh Ross.
His nickname, yeah.
It may have been, yeah.
Somebody in the chat might have answered us.
Oh, you know what? No, you know what?
Or was that Ko Pin Young?
I'm not sure.
All right, one of the
Yeah.
Asian invasion.
Well,
Let's call him Mr. Shu.
Yeah.
Can just sit there. As Mika approaches the table, we're going into game number 6. He leads here 4-1. He's not looking back yet. Let's see if he can get over the hill, so to speak, and get 5.
It's the one ball on its journey, but
Wow.
it's going to come short this time and
The
get
7
kicked.
went right in the side, the 2 went around the table.
Hello, one ball.
Yeah,
But you
look-
got, yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
a dog's breakfast down there with those 3 balls.
Well, no, if he gets good on the 3, the 4 goes, and the 5 has a pocket after that. If he gets below the 4 a little
Right.
bit. Oh, no, it doesn't go.
No,
It
no,
goes
no,
in
no,
the
no.
side. But he still has pockets for them,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Little work. He made a bunch of balls.
Hey, Rodney.
Right? 3, 6, 7. Made 3 balls on a break. A little inside.
Going to hit the 9.
Went a little long because
No,
of the,
no, he missed the 9, but they didn't want that.
he'd rather hit the 9.
Yeah.
That's okay. He's got a real good safe here.
Probably shoot it lefty, too, and just stop the rock right there.
Well, you don't want to leave separation between the cue ball and the ball you're trying to block him with.
Right.
Because shoot, once again, he has no problem going to the air. It's hard to go to the air when your back's up against the wall. And he is going
Yep.
left.
But still not decided on the shot.
You can see that. Break the bridge out,
He likes.
banking it, and just trying to draw the ball back a
Or
little bit.
does he roll the 3 ball behind the 9, just hitting the left side of the 3, and put the cue ball possibly
the
behind
10?
the 8.
Oh, behind the 8. Okay,
Yeah.
keep it short. That's nice.
Well, he
Or
just
use
kept
the
the 3
9.
behind the 9. It's a big ball.
Perfect.
And this is tough, you
2
know. when
rail
you-
kick.
You're sitting there in your seat that long, and all of a sudden, you know, Mika plays you safe, and this is what the only opportunity you get
Yeah.
is to come up here and look at a safe. But, you know, Shu can, not only Shu, but many of these players of this caliber can kick at this and kick safe. They don't just kick to hit the ball. Sometimes they kick to make it or kick to safe the cue ball or the other object ball.
Absolutely. It's
And-
a shot, right?
Yeah, you got to practice that. You really have to practice those shots if you want to compete with any of these guys.
Well, he should. Mika told him before. I don't know if did he point to anything or did he call anything.
Yeah, he calls safe.
Well, because if he didn't call safe,
Right.
how about if it went in? You know.
Yeah, right.
That's a
Then
point that
Mi-
you need to say.
There was Mika's option.
Right.
No, they acknowledged.
Oh,
it,
he
so,
did
yeah,
say call
yeah,
safe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mika does not want to touch this 5-4 ball and break him up on this jump shot at all.
He's going to jump
Yeah, but you don't want to bump the 5 and break that 4-5 apart.
unless the 10 goes and you call that.
Now 10 don't go. It's not wired anyway.
No, not even close.
I think the fellow who's playing Deska complained to the ref. I think Brian, took his break in the middle of a rack while he was running. I'm just catching a glimpse of the game at the side, and I think his opponent, who was impatient about waiting for him,
Whose shot is it?
it has to be Brian's shot for him, but it was I thought he was inquiring about how could he take a break during the middle of a rack or something.
Because
like
he
that.
can.
Yeah, he can, but yeah. But he called.
Because it's not your
yeah,
turn.
he called over Finnegan. Yeah.
You see, Mika wants to hit on your monitor, he wants to hit the right side of this 3 ball so he doesn't interfere with the 4-5.
Got it.
Just like that.
And,
Oh, how'd he hit it?
It
No.
gets.
How'd he hit it?
Now that looks nice.
Watch him jump this.
Now it looks like the 4-10. They're pretty close.
If it's frozen, it can be thrown.
Yep.
Yeah, it's close and almost. It's not on.
Right?
completely.
Can't you throw those balls an awful long way if you hit them right speeds?
Right. Okay.
Look at this jump.
Call out the Air Force.
Going to the air. It's like that blimp the military lost
He called,
last
he
week.
called, he called it on bank.
Wait a minute, it's not over. He's got to get a rail if he hits it, though.
No good.
Mika's going to take a real sharp look at this 4-5 and the 4-10. They're both off.
He did that yesterday too, Al. He overcooked the jump shot and he jumped over the ball he was aiming for. So I gave him the commentator's curse. I said he jumps really well.
That's right. And yeah, that's right.
So far he's jumped twice.
He's going,
That's
for, the,
right.
he's going for the breakout
It's
here.
It's a no-hitter, folks. Yep. It's a lock. He can't lose this game.
I like this shot right here, making the 3 and going for the bust out here, because the 4 stays on top. This way he will have at least a look at the 4. So force follow, bust them open. Not that hard, but hard enough to get him loose, and then he'll have a look at the 4 because the 4 is on top here. Let's watch the shot. Looks like somebody.
Oh, perfect.
That's right. It's Al's coaching.
That was just
Made all the difference.
that was a straight pull coming into
Right,
play.
that's where I remembered that shot from.
You never want to let your opponent back at the table, but now you have him at 4-1, or now 5-1 after this. You get a little bit of, you can take a little more aggressive opportunities at given points.
Right.
Being up 5-1, and if you hit it right, you start to really shoot well, and
Yeah.
things really go your way. It's nice to be the front runner.
Right. You can stroke instead of cinch. You can, yeah.
Not as tight.
Right.
Relax a little bit. Now Mika seems to set to have his break down. Probably one of the best breaks you can do is what he's been attempting, succeeding in. Okay, that was Al bumping our camera. I had to run over there a couple times yesterday. Rough. The 6 tickled the pocket and did not go in, but he did get the 1 all the way up the corner again. It's like clockwork almost, right? So now, Mika would like to continue to shoot after this 2-ball. Like, he really doesn't want to have to play safe.
No.
And this is the opportunity he has at 5-1 where he's able to come to the table and maybe supercut this 2-ball in.
Right.
Yeah, it's not really a hard shot. It's just the escape of the cue ball coming out short out of that corner that he's worried about. He's got to hit it precise.
Are you playing it back cut or are you playing it in the natural?
I'm playing it in the bottom right-hand corner, naturally.
Right.
Just, you got to spin out
He's
sharp,
using natural on it.
So you don't want to bump the 5.
Yeah, that's what he didn't want to do.
But he's okay. That 3-ball's hanging pretty good, so.
You got to see it. You got to spin it, but then you got to. Well, the good thing that's working on his side, right?
The 4's up there. He can jump it, or he can spin this a little bit, jack up a little bit, little low right. Give it some time to turn when you get about to the side pocket. But you have to hit it really well because once it hits that rail, it's not like you can go rail first and it's going to elongate. That's what he's doing.
Got it. Oh no. No.
Yeah.
And that all.
You know what?
Right.
If we could have the slow-mo on that, you could see that the English, the left-hand English he had on that, took a little bit more down. It was picking up English as it went to the end of the table.
Right.
And that all stems from not getting out of that bottom corner sharp enough and hitting the 5-ball. You know, it's one of those shots that Mika shot last. You really, you want to stay away from the pocket, but you let Shu back out on the 4-ball. He's going to have to. Now he's got a spin shot to spin it out of the left corner so he can play the 5 in the side pocket. So he's going to have to spin this, and he's using a bridge.
Now, speaking of how everyone's going to school, this is a big test right here. Your opponent just took a 5-1 lead.
Right.
And you have an open table. Now go.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Nope, but no pressure. Like
no pressure. I didn't do so well in school, by the way.
Well,
you played good handball, though.
Well, I got left back so many times. I have after this. I have to go to class again.
You're talking to a teacher.
I have a Greek class at NYU.
Oh,
I'm going to graduate one of these days. I'm telling you.
Great class at NYU. Are you a teacher?
Yeah.
Professor or teacher? Or?
Well, I'm both actually. I'm retired.
Teacher.
Retired teacher. Been a college teacher for 25 years.
Oh.
And I'm an organizer for the union. I break windshields and kneecaps.
Watch the cue ball.
Watch the cue.
Right in the hole. 5-1. Mika's opportunity to go up to another.
This could be 9-1.
Wow. Yeah, sure. He could easily run a 4-pack from here. You're absolutely right.
You get a 0 on that test, and your opponent gets 1.
Be careful. He could say some words that we might be lost.
I got a phone, pal.
He hit me with them a bunch of times already.
Are you talking about sesquipedalian circumlocutions or paraphrasm? Okay.
Yes, and his nickname is the Taiwanese, the Taiwan Typhoon. That is his nickname.
Okay, I think it may have blown out to sea.
It's not. It's only a tropical storm right now.
Well, it's funny that you should mention tropical storm because somebody just sent that in also, that he's looking like a tropical storm. But you got to give him all the credit in the world.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, that's.
Dummies never differ.
All right, I didn't put the score up. I'm going to change the score right now. Guys out in the truck, switch it up, please. Thank you. 6-1. The Iceman.
And Mika's looking to put the finishing touches on a good set for him with minimum mistakes. He made 1 or 2 mistakes, and you just can't take those to heart. All right, you're human. Let them go. You're playing well. Continue on playing well. And Shu, on the other hand, his exam didn't do so well in that giving him the open table, and he wound up scratching. He's not happy. But like we were saying before, he's got to forget that and just
Right.
look for his next opportunity because he can do the same.
I'm watching the magic one ball.
the magic.
There's the 3.
Okay. It's like, call the one already, damn it. You know?
Looks patterned, right? Looks like a.
How
he's got
about
a pattern on it.
call shot on break?
You know how Torsten Holman has that break shot, that wonderful drawback break shot? Mika's got this pattern now.
Jump shot. 6-1, you play the jump.
You got to play the jump. If you can't say it.
No, this one you don't mess with. Jump this one, definitely. And I think he's a favorite to I'm not even going out there because I haven't been right all day. He's going to make this. I'm going 100% at it.
Yeah, all right, okay.
I called it before it went in, though. I almost doubted myself before I sent it in. That's when the roulette table, when you play roulette down in Atlantic City or whatever, I often get waved off on bets. I said no bet because I wait in the last second. I try and, I don't know, someone comes, some kind of.
Intuition.
Yeah, intuition. I should stay with the penny slot machines.
You're right. You happen to be right.
Oh, he tried it.
Oh, wait, guess what?
Yeah, I guess, they swap scratches in 2 different games here.
All right. So here's the rematch. The
Final exam.
Okay, this is the retake, right? Okay, so the makeup. This is the makeup
It's a
exam.
makeup exam.
So see me after school to take the makeup. And
Oh, what I wanted to mention before is it's an honorable profession you have, and thank you very much for teaching our students, and we need more good teachers
Putting up with the ball.
and good union members too. That's another thing we need.
yeah, the unions are well. Okay, I'm not going to do the Supreme Court, but folks out there who are union people, Google something called the Friedrichs case, coming to the Supreme Court next month, and
We're in trouble.
we could be. It's Godzilla.
We'll talk more off when we get into off the air.
All right.
Yeah, I'm interested.
All right, so we'll be at AZ Union TV.
I'm starting to shake over here, guys. Take it easy here. All right, Shu facing this 10 ball. Mika giving the table back up with his scratch. Puts another beat up. He still trails by 4. You can't count him out.
Absolutely not. And he's at the table. I'd like to see a 3-pack run by this young man right now.
Yeah, that would be nice too. Mika wouldn't like it, but I'd like to see that make the game a little tighter.
The viewers want to see hell.
I do too. Well, I guess we're a viewer, right? We got bird seed out there, rail birds all over the place. This room is now starting to pack up. Not only on one side, but the other side of the cafe and up by the bar.
Yeah, these
We're really starting to get.
okay. Solidarity forever.
There you go. Ours is an international association. We're moving on.
Okay, so using an open bridge on a break, which some people would question.
How'd the 10 ball find a way to the hole? Boy, I'd like to learn that.
Did it go in the bottom?
Bottom right-hand
Yeah.
corner.
Did it? Okay. But he did make the second ball in the side also. So how it finds its way into the hole is there's a little gap sometimes.
Why wouldn't the rule in the tournament be if you make the 10 ball,
It should
it should
count.
count? Yeah, that's such a hard thing to do on a 10 ball rack, though.
It is hard. It doesn't go very often
Yeah. Or just.
because you're racking your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me rack them. Let me see. Let me show you how many times you make it.
Well, that's it's so good that they're doing rack your own because I've seen just like
it eliminates a lot of.
Oh my goodness, the endless re-rack and.
Right.
If you want to learn about the
I'm
rack,
I'm not mentioning any players who are in the room, but I can think of one who, 19 re-racks, and no, I don't like it still, and
Yes.
you can learn the rack and what to look for by going to joetucker.net.
I got to get over there, Al.
Oh, yeah,
I'm,
he's
I'm
got
really interested in
Got
that
a lot
too.
to offer. Well, he's been doing it for 1,000 years, and
I quit playing for like 890 of them now.
last time we were up in Providence, George Rodriguez spent a good 3 or 4 hours with Joe Tucker, and so did Mika. Just about everybody you can possibly think of that plays here in the United States on the East Coast has spent time with Joe Tucker, or when Joe was, on the road.
yeah, the second time that Mika's safe was less than effective.
And he left the screen door open again, which with me, it's okay if you got me 6-2. But this young fella, he has a potential of knotting this up 6-6, or at least scraping back a few games here to put a little more pressure on Mika to make him think about the shots again. So this should be interesting. This is where Shu has to say, don't write me off just yet. I'm still here.
Yep.
And now Mika just took a big breath and said, I got this. I think I got this from here,
Shu just can't believe what just happened here.
I believe the 8 fits in back in the 9 there, the way it looks from here.
No.
No,
No,
I'd say slop it in. I believe so. New
Yeah.
tables.
Okay, well, guess what? Mika agrees with you. Oh, yeah.
You got plenty of room.
Yeah. My reality angle is a little tough. There it goes. Yeah. I always see it on the screen. Oh.
Well, this is a
Yeah.
little.
Right.
He's got to give this a little thought.
Yes,
Just because
yes.
it's hanging in a pocket, you don't want to just leave it there.
Yeah.
And he hit it real nice. He's got a spot shot. A little closer. This is a nice play this shot as your warm up in your practice, as a drill. You play the spot shot. That's a regular spot shot. It
Right.
is, but it's just short by 2 or 3 diamonds.
Right.
Make that like 10 or 15 or 20 times. Now you feel good. Move back 1.
Right.
Shoot it again 15 times. Get back to the, and then you play it from the head string.
Yeah.
Shoot that 10 times. Now you feel comfortable. You do it both sides, and you got the spot shot down. I bet you miss a spot shot, don't you?
I can miss
No,
shots from all the, yeah.
The miss, as in we never get to see the spot shots anymore.
Right. Sure, I can miss it.
Sure, I can miss it. I miss it all the time. And Molinari gloves. These are the Araminth balls that we're using today, right? And the Measle cue ball. They were all real nice.
Diana happy?
I believe we have a player timeout.
Yep.
I'm going to leave the booth for a second.
Well, like you've been told, folks, we got a player timeout. We're just awaiting turn.
Here it. Mika's back. I looked up at the beads. 2 more games to go for the set.
Is Shu back yet? Or just Mika?
No, only Mika. Shu is over talking with some of his friends. Okay.
Mika's going to be the gentleman that he is,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess, and just wait it out. All right, Mika says, hey, like the booth says, I don't have to wait for him.
He's rolling, so yeah.
Mika set the break here. He leads this match 7-2.
They go a magic. Well, the 3 ball, the magic one. Oh, got the 16 ball. Uh-oh. So retire that Iceman thing, huh? Okay, we don't have any tournament rules about unsportsmanlike contact. Dribbling the cue ball is.
As I stepped away, I did come back and I seen a little bit of commotion after the break. And as I was sitting down.
Mika scratched in that upper generous pocket, and then he grabbed the cue ball, which is unsportsmanlike conduct in a lot of tournaments, and then he dribbled it on the floor, which is also not de rigueur.
Yeah, I guess he was unhappy about losing it. And, at 7-2, he's just getting back from a break. You think he would be...
Just checking audio. Okay, we're back.
Yeah. All right, I scratched. I'm up 7-2. Let me go sit in my seat. And to Shu, that might be a trigger.
Yeah.
To show you your opponent unrattled a little bit, it would give me a little energy, I think. I would try and utilize that. Give you a little fire in your belly to give it back to him, He hit it a little hard.
Yep. Okay. And maybe there'll be no makeup this time.
No, and this is, if he wanted to jump it, he couldn't because he can't reach it.
Right.
Rail first. Play it safe. He's looking at spinning it.
Yep.
Play it rail first, kid. Play safe, or you don't take a shot. You have to play a real good safe here.
Yep.
If he's aggressive again and misses,
He's going to the air.
The game's over. All right. Well,
this is okay. This is tricky to be. He
can't reach it.
Up on the table. He's
No, it's a good shot here. You utilize the thing Shane did that one time. He used 3 bridges. You bring 3 bridges up.
Making a rector set, yeah.
And you jump it from there because you don't have to. Now you no longer have to lean to make your.
Well, the jump cue is only so big. He might jump this with a full cue here.
He's going to spin it.
Yeah, it looks like he's spinning.
Nice
Made
shot.
it.
Nice shot is right.
Warm, loving pocket, but he made it, yeah.
That's right. He's gonna let the cue ball go here a little bit.
Well,
He's got to do two things here. He's got
Well-
to make the ball, and he wants to get a very good position on his 8-ball.
right.
With the hopes of this 9-ball
Yeah,
even
getting from the 8 to the
to
9.
the 9. Right.
Boy, this connected.
But first thing is you have to make the 7 still.
Okay, yeah, that's
You really got to concentrate on that. Nice shot.
okay. Scott, he's almost straight on the 8.
Does the 9 go in that pocket? The bottom right?
I think it does. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice shot.
Went too far, I think.
Should be okay. But at his first initial stance at that, he had his bridge and he readjusted it. And then you could just see him settle into the new bridge that he was using.
Right.
And he didn't just poke at it. Once he
Right.
got the bridge set,
Right.
then he kind of got comfortable into the shot, which was nice.
Yep, this is not easy.
No, absolutely. He doesn't want to be here. He would rather have not overcooked it. But he should be okay. You just make it. Cue ball's naturally gonna. Wow.
Yeah, okay. Got a little Q-tip of left on that, and he wound up fine. Neat.
And shooting a 9 that way allowed him to let his stroke out and not potentially miss that 9-ball by trying to gently
Right.
roll it in, which is a good choice in shots that he made.
By the way, were we having a conversation about Taiwan Typhoon? What's written on his back?
Taiwan Typhoon. I didn't know it was like their club or just their
Oh,
nicknames.
okay, yeah.
I wasn't sure. That's why when he asked me, I was like, I
Yeah.
think so, but someone said something the other day too.
Yeah.
Someone's nickname was this, and they were like, he can't be that because the other guy's that.
Yeah, all right.
So we'll just stick
Well, the Typhoon is James Watner, the snooker player who ran out 147 in like 8 minutes once or some ridiculous thing like
in
that.
straight pool.
No, in snooker.
In snooker, he run that. That's crazy. What are they all going on a break? Ooh, the 2-ball got a lovely kiss.
Hello, thank you, 1 ball, but now
He's got to push. And
Yep.
the 3-10's tied up. That worked
Yep.
to his advantage at this point because he does not have a shot. I don't believe he has that little edge of that 1-ball
no.
behind the 7. Although it's like an optical illusion. Sometimes you shoot at that because you think you can see it. But he's going to push. He's going to push to a kick safe. You may let him shoot this again.
Well, this is unofficial, folks, but I'm going to find out in just a couple minutes. Unofficially, the next match is going to be Earl Strickland and Jason Shaw up next. We talk
Yeah.
about a high-powered match. That's unofficial right now. That's the wind I just got in my ear.
Nice. That should be a fun match to watch also. The problem I see with this shot is it leaks out a little bit. Either way, if the 1 hits the 4, I believe that is,
Right.
you leave a potential shot. There's like three or 4 things that can go real bad.
Yeah.
1 thing that goes real right. I think he's going to let him shoot.
Yep.
That's a good move, I think. What do I know? I mean, he's a world champion, but I think it's a good call. I mean, if he makes a good shot here on you, you know what? So be it. And he made a bad shot. And I didn't even see it.
I think he scratched more times in this set than he did in the entire U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't even see the scratch either.
Well, I don't want to say anything, but recall what pocket the scratches took place in. It's like Magic Mama up there. You know,
Come-
just-
come to
come
Papa.
to me.
I thought he was getting ready to fire at that 3.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out how to get to them to separate them.
Now how you separate them? By playing the carom 310 and call it my break. I think it goes. It looks, not that you'd want to shoot it because it is kind of crazy. And he's going to follow it to what position that he thought he'd like to be in. He went way too far, I
Yeah.
believe. I think he actually played the safe on a 3 or played a 310 carom.
Yeah, no, he was playing.
He's looking at the 10. He should call something. Let him know what you're going to do.
Yeah, it's
He wanted to be right there.
right.
He was going to play the 10 ball.
Yep, no, he was playing for the 10 ball, Karen. Like, okay. I haven't heard a call. He got it. He got it.
Did he call it?
I hope he called it. Nobody's jumping up and down. That was really good. Even though he was not ideal position for it.
Well, he's in ideal position right now to take this match as the Iceman's on the hill and scores 8-3. Mika Immonen. And unofficially, Earl Strickland and Jason Shore up next. I'm awaiting a message in the booth from, oh, I got the message. Hold on. That's what it's going to be. Jason Shaw and Earl Strickland up next, folks.
So, recapping the Mika Shoe event here, race to 9. Mika is up 8-3. Mika only made a few mistakes, and he's played rather
Two safety
very
mistakes.
good set.
Yep.
Although Shoe only has 3, he had ample opportunity to have some more beads on his side, but he made mistakes, and Mika capitalized on his mistakes. Now he's going to break, make the 1 ball in the corner, and run out.
Yep. Call the 1. Call the 1. Okay. I got the 1 on a string. There it goes. Look, no, when I was going to come and wait. Whoa.
Here
Come
comes
on.
the 3. He made the 7 in the corner,
And position.
everything is.
Yes.
And he's got the 4-10 if he winds up on that side after pocketing the 2. He shoots nice combinations.
Okay.
He won't shoot that combo.
He's not supposed to, but I mean, since where the 2 is, if he winds up on that side, I'm not sure if the 4
if he
goes
gets
into
bad
the
on
left
it.
side. See, it doesn't have a pocket on that
Yeah.
side. And that's what he's looking at now. It's not a good combo, but he can make it.
That's a good way to put a dagger in the end of the set, but
Well,
I like him making this 1,
Getting lower,
getting on the 2 with some angle.
right, and come to the left
And
side
then
of the
come.
table, right?
But if he gets straight and he doesn't get good on
Just
the 2,
like that. No, he got perfect.
he has an option of playing
Oh.
this. Now, you know what?
He might play the combination here,
Miles,
Troy.
just leave it there and swing at it at this point.
Well, he can draw this
Draw
past
this
the
back.
4 and play the 4 in the side pocket if he wants, and follow the 4 up for the 5 too.
Right.
That's like a road map.
But if you
Yeah,
that's what he's looking at.
He's looking at that right now.
if
Yeah.
you overdraw this and you don't want to bring it down to the bottom rail. Well,
He's gonna-
that
he-
was
he's
very
gonna-
good.
He's going to bounce it.
Bounce it off the rail. That's
And now
even
he's-
better.
Yeah, now he's got a good angle.
That was very nice. The amateur in me tends to think I would draw it back and probably wind up like frozen on a rail. Well, no, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah, that's
because
really-
you want to get back to the rail, and you don't really like completely think these things out. A lot of it's field game, and you're like, I want to get back to the rail. Well, I didn't want to freeze on a rail. You want to get back to the rail and get out.
Right, right.
You hit that real nice. Yeah, he's stroking with confidence now.
The fat lady is gargling.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say,
She's
Al,
look-
thank you once again.
It's incredible how Mika's just.
She's shuffling the sheet music.
You know, unfortunately, in the game that we love, somebody has to lose, and of course somebody's going to win it.
We're all winners.
You know, it could have went either way.
Absolutely.
But, Mika held his own, and Shu made a few mistakes. Like I said, he scratched more times in this set than he did in the entire U.S. Open.
Right, right.
You know, he's just not there, whether he's lack of sleep or just the heat. As you're going to watch, the Iceman take this match down. 9-3. Mika Immonen moves on. I want to thank Gene Man, and I want to thank Troy was sitting in. Those are the two guys you're going to look at right there in your camera, sitting right there. Double Dave in the background, folks.
Oh,
I want to thank those two gentlemen for sitting in, and we're going to be right back with another match, guys. Thank you.
Thanks again, Al.
thank you,
It
Al.
was a
You're
pleasure.
welcome. All right, folks, like I said, Earl Strickland, Jason Shore up next.